Yo, good morning. Hmm. The champ is here. That's right. That is right. Oh, wait. I forgot I had those. Little social. Joe Bell, good morning. Okay, I was gonna do something. I can't fucking remember what. Oh yeah, combat book. Oh shit, my slide's undone. Could have been awkward. Could have accidentally hit you guys in the face. Oh shit, did I update the title? No, I need to update it. 8.6. Damn. 2 bosses already. This is time of the day. So how you doing this morning, Joe Bell? Normally you're not up this morning, or you're at work or something. Having breakfast before you leave to work? Oh, gotcha.
At the end! Let's go!
Yo, what's up, PowerPod? Good morning. When's that CMOD center? Catch you later, Jobel. Have a good one. Hey, Techo. Good morning. Hey, what's up, Annoyed Cherry? Rotating your pitcher. Oh, handing in your fish. The Battle Beast. I don't know, maybe it's in my playlist. My playlist is huge at this point. I don't listen to them regularly enough, if I do, to know who they are. I noticed the bot's been messing up a lot less, the music one. Yo, what's up, Bosh? Good morning. Oh shit, what am I doing? Yo. What's up, Greg Port? What's wrong with you, Dragar? What is wrong with you? Why do you sound so tired? It's 8 a.m. though. Why do you look so tired? Drugs, yeah. Fucking cock isn't a drug, Dragar. Hate to break it to you. Yeah, but she doesn't call it a drug. That's the difference. David, this yellow Wukong is trying to give me advice? Soon to be number one Wukong. He's catching up to Divios. How many cubic meters of trash? Probably 67. That's better. I know, right? No, Dragor's hostile to headphone users. Don't lump me in that shit, or the rest of us. I set up a little cart of all that stuff with the Shure mic, with the built-in preamp, the little inline converter thingamabob. I don't know what to exactly call that. The V2 version of it too. It has like a denoiser and all that stuff. I'll take a look for like an extra $15. It has way more features. Where the other one basically just converts. And then also the mic stand. It's like $750 in total Canadian. So
I am cheating. I am a hacker.
have it in my cart so I can think about it. The nice thing too is that little inline converter also has a headphone jack on it for monitoring. So if I end up wanting to get like little wired in-ear headphones, I could use those and plug it right into there. Are you going to control your gain with that instead of a mixer? Wouldn't there be a gain control right on the microphone as well? I imagine there would be. The MS7DB is the one with the preamp built in. Oh, that's right. Today's Rift Day. Forgot about that. Fuck, I completely forgot. How the fuck did I just spill coffee on myself? Jesus Christ. The cup was filled more than I thought it was. Good thing I'm wearing dark clothes and it's a black coffee. Nice thing about black coffee is if you spill it on you, all you do is end up smelling a little bit like coffee. Good thing I closed my fly, you're true. Or I would have been really wired. Did you take a look? Oh, okay, you remember you said. Just 2 preamp settings. Wouldn't gain control on the mixer instead of on the microphone, though, be effectively just another preamp, though? Or I guess it wouldn't be a preamp, but it'd be post-amp. Actually, yeah, maybe that's something I need to look up. What's the difference? I know what an amp does, but what's a preamp do? Amplifies it before the mic picks it up? But you'd think that'd be just gain. I don't fucking know. Looks like I need to do some more research. Went to the after stream yesterday, went and ate dinner, and then we went to the kids' school so they could practice on the track and stuff for track and field, and in the sand pit for triple jump. And then after that, we went to the park with some badminton rackets. They have like a tennis court there to go play some tennis, or badminton, sorry. And it wasn't even 5 fucking minutes, maybe 10 minutes, where my daughter left her water bottle on a bench just about like 100 meters away from us. And somebody fucking yoinked that shit. You need a preamp because the Shure SM7B is a notoriously gain-hungry microphone with a very low output signal. It requires about 60 decibels of clean gain. The most standard mixes or audio interfaces can only provide 40 or 50. So, I imagine with the built-in preamp, it provides that full 60, would be my guess. Because if they know it requires 60, I don't know why they would put the less than that in the preamp. Only gives plus 28 only, okay. Maybe they assume that everybody's gonna plug it into something else that also amplifies, so they figured too much would be excessive. I don't know. Yeah. Well, maybe I need to look into mixers again then. I don't like that fucking red thing. I wish I could get that in just like a chrome or a matte black. Did you? I must have missed it. I'll check in a minute. How you doing, Cal? What's up? Where you been? I feel like you've been kind of MI. Oh, above the arm? Gotcha. That's probably why I missed it then. You know, waking up till I stop streaming. Damn, it's fucking that AOS, man. Those AOS hours. I noticed that during the AOS season, there's a lot of people that disappeared because, yeah, they're up all night doing AOS, and then after AOS is closed, they, you know, they gotta wind down, right? Or they fall asleep. Oh, that was that giant fucking Link. Cheaper one, cheaper than the other one. Oh, Yamaha too. That's a good brand. Can I ride it? Is that the same as the other one you sent me to? Oh no, that one's slightly different. Yeah, the other one is 220 bucks US. Fuck. I'll have to take a look. $31.30 essences of ether. Damn. The 2-channel one? Yeah, because I'm only going to have one input, not two, right? I imagine with something like that, that'd be for like a microphone and a guitar, or a microphone and whatever, right? If you wanted to record two different things, where I'm not doing that. Although, if you were to ever plug in like a piano to record it, would you need something like that? That's true. Yeah, you could just record yourself playing the piano and then record yourself singing and just overlay them. I'm actually getting my shining today, yeah. Studio monitors, which you would never use for stream, yeah. Am I using a headset mic right now? I am, yeah, I'm using this guy right here. Yeah, what's up, baby? A lot of people don't believe me that it's the headset mic, but I did a lot of research into mics. It sounds so good because of the close proximity, right? If it were like a standard mic like the SM7B and it was this far away, but with this mic, it wouldn't sound nearly as good. One of the biggest things with microphones, and that's why you'll see like artists and stuff, they're always right up to it, right? Distance control is everything. I better be careful with my gestures. But distance control is everything. You always ideally would prefer to be closer to the mic than cranking the gain. But it's usually a balance between the two, right? Yeah, you can also get an XLR version of these headphones, which kind of wish I actually had at this point. I never got the XLR one because it never had the mixer or anything. But if you have a mixer, there's an XLR version. Yeah. Yeah, like if you have a desktop mic and stuff like that, the further the mic gets from you, the higher you have to increase the gain, right? And the shittier the mic is, the shittier it's going to sound. It's almost always better to be closer to your mic than cranking the gain. I did a ton of research into headsets because before I got this one, I used to use my Blue Yeti on a really shitty arm, and I got so tired of bumping it all the time. It didn't really, like, it sounded okay. I got it sounding good. Most people who had a Blue Yeti would come in and they'd be like, holy shit, how'd you get yours sounding so good? It's like, well, gotta fucking, for one, gotta be close to it, and basically all the things I just, anyways. I got so tired of it. And it was probably more so the arm and how big the Yeti was and how ugly the fucking thing was. I thought it looked cool at first because I was like, hey, this looks like a studio mic. I'm gonna look like a professional. Yay! For $70. What could go wrong? So where the fuck did I leave off? Yeah, so I got so frustrated with it because I got like this cheap microphone that I thought looked like a professional microphone, and the thing just ended up being a fucking train wreck and pissing me off, so I ended up doing like lots of research into headsets because like you can get tons of headsets that have good headphones, but the microphone is like almost always just an afterthought. They just attach the crappiest little microphone to the headphones to call it a headset because they want to appeal to also a market of gamers, right? They know that most people sitting at their PC are probably gamers, and if they're gamers, they're probably online gamers, and they need to talk, and they don't want to have two separate things, right? So, like, it's almost always just an afterthought, some shitty little thing attached to it. So I did a ton of research, and this was the best one I found at the time for the most reasonable price. Does he just have no audio? I doubt it. I mean, he probably has just a directional mic, and maybe his speakers and stuff are turned down. Yeah, that's true. He can hear the music. What am I doing? I was literally just about to type that, Dragor. Yo. With how far his microphone is from his face, though, I don't think that pop filter is really that necessary. Pop filters are for, like, from what I understand. I think what... yeah. Okay, I thought so. Honestly, I have little speakers back there. If I do end up deciding to pull the trigger on this, I might pull those speakers over here and just give it a try. Because I imagine the SM7B, you could probably set it for directional input. So it'll try to isolate anything behind it. And then I'll just have the speakers quietly. And I'll see how it is. I mean, if any microphone's going to be solid with it, it's going to be the SM7B. Because the thing's fucking like world renowned, right? Like, whenever you talk to anybody about fucking microphones, they're almost always going to say this fucking thing. So I might try that and just see, because, yeah, I'm so fucking tired of these fucking things. Like, especially, like, I don't know how many times that I've gone out after a long fucking stream or game session and I got to go pick up the kids or something. And then I'm sure I'm going out with a dent in my head. As long as people are looking at me only from the front, they won't see. But as soon as they see me from the side, they're probably like, oh, what's going on with that guy? But yeah, as for the pop filter being nice and close, I feel like his pop filter is probably a little annoying. The reason why they call it a pop filter is because if you go like this, pop, 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 directly into a microphone, right? There's little bursts of air with like your P's and your B's, right? And those little bursts of air hitting the microphone cause pops. So the pop filter kind of disperses that air and spreads it out. So like if it's with his microphone being like all the way down here, like I don't imagine, like even if he looked down straight at it, I can't imagine those bursts of air hitting it. Yo, good morning, John. You're here just in time, you toucan jar. They just confirmed DLC. Oh shit, already too, eh? What about date? Did they give us a date on that shit? You were sitting last night and your glasses disintegrated. Huh. I had a dream last night that I was somewhere and there was a ladder, or not a ladder, sorry, an elevator that people needed to get down. But for some reason, some guy brought like a bolt or something, like a big metal thing that he had to attach to the elevator first before it would operate. And it was like one big metal thing that was meant to hold the whole elevator in place while it went down the elevator shaft. For some fucking reason. It makes no sense, but for some reason this was a thing. And everybody was like, oh sweet, we don't got to take the stairs, we could take the elevator. Maybe it was like a portable elevator or something. Stupid dream. Anyways, so he puts this thing in, the elevator starts going down and it starts crumbling. And he turns to everybody and he goes, oh shit, I think the mercury I spilt on it must be disintegrating it. And all of a sudden the elevator just started fucking falling. It was the weirdest fucking shit ever. Like, what the hell is triggering that dream? Don't hop in the next elevator? Yeah. You're a rich girl, and you've gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. You can rely on the old man's money. You can rely on the old man's money. Okay. Oh yeah, click an alchemy stone. I completely forgot what we were doing. Don't you fucking skip this song? Are you fucking crazy? Can you believe this guy, Dragor? And you've gone too far, cause you know it don't matter anyway. You can rely on the old man's money. Number 112. Anyway. This should... Well, better luck next time. We are almost at the halfway point. What do we need? 1, 2... 3 weeks will be 1 click under. Or 3 weeks. 15 days, 2 weeks. What is this, a cover? Okay, let me take a look at this mixer thing. It's got the big ol' headphone jack. Oh wait, that's the other one. Wait. Oh no, that's the right one. Let me see. Whoa. Whoa. I'll take a look at the Canadian Amazon because it won't show me the price of that. Holy fucking balls. They're only selling the white one here? And it's $300 fucking dollars. That other one you showed me is only $30 more with the 2 in, 2 out. I know, right? I feel like that's the case with a lot of this stuff. I should get a P.O. box just across the border and fucking order stuff there and go drive and get it. But then I'm gonna have to fucking bullshit to customs and hope that they don't tear my car apart. They'll make me pay fucking duty. Here, okay, I'll be back. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking at. But I need a mixer or some way to convert it to input for my PC. So I'm gonna need a mixer or that inline converter. And apparently for ideal sound quality with the SM7B, you need 60 decibels of gain, and apparently the one with the built-in preamp only has 28. So they probably assume that you're using a mixer or something to get that last little bit. There's probably only so much they can do with an inline. Or not an inline, with the built-in preamp. Maybe I should take a look at that inline. Let's see if it does any amping. Wait, why is my cart empty? Why is my cart empty? Oh, motherfucker. I put all that shit in my cart on the US site. So no wonder why I was like, damn, that looks cheaper than I thought it was. Motherfucker. Let me add this all to the holy fuck me. Well, at least the arm isn't that much more expensive. Wait, why? Wait. Oh, never mind. I didn't realize there was a cheaper. Oh my god. I hate whenever you look at these sites, they say, only 3 left, order now. It's like, fuck you. You order now. You're the warehouse. You're fucking almost out. You need to order more. That's your fucking business. Wait, can I not get the Shure little inline? Yeah, it's set up for audio processing, noise free. Doesn't say anything about gain on this little thing either. Well, once again, Kate, apparently the SM7B's optimal was 60 decibels of boost of gain. Apparently the built-in preamp only has 28. So it gets you part of the way there, but not all the way there. I could have swore I just said that. Didn't I just say that? Didn't I just say that? I could have swore I just said that. Ugh. This little Euphoria thing, I really don't like the little knobs on it. It is a very affordable price, though. The one channel one, though, is ugly as hell. I really don't like those knobs on the top. I'd honestly try to see if I could buy replacement knobs for it. Otherwise, it looks fine. Yeah. Here, I'll send it to you on Discord since this thing's a mile long of a link. Fucking Amazon. Oh, maybe it actually wasn't that long. I wonder what USB it is. I really don't like those knobs on the top though. The 2-channel one, all of a sudden, like quadruples in price. That's only $55 Canadian one though. The UMC 404. Oh, I don't need anything like that. I was taking a look just at the 1-channel one. The 404 is $300. I don't need something that big. I literally just need something for my microphone. That's it. Put it behind my monitor. My monitors are elevated, so it would be sitting on my desk in view under the monitor. I never realized how bright my main monitor is. I have that same window on my side monitor right now, and as soon as I move it to my main monitor, look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at the wall behind me as I drag this window around on my desktop. In view of who? You live in your basement? In view of me, motherfucker! I'm the one sitting here! I don't want to be sitting here with something fucking ugly on my desk. And I don't want to be sitting here with a piece of shit either. I'll be honest, I'd rather go to with the thing with the red case, that Focusrite thing, than that fucking those ugly ass knobs on top. The Euphoria thing is the play. I mean, it's cheap as hell, and it looks like it'll do exactly what I want. And those knobs, I'm sure I could just pull them off and replace them with something else if I really hate them that much. Actually, you know what I could probably do? I could probably pull them off and just spray paint them black. Or maybe I spray paint them purple. Ooh. Okay, you know what? Let's see. What about the 202, you mean? The thing is, I don't need 2. I mean, the 2 looks a lot better. But all of a sudden I go from $55 to $200. They want me to buy 3-year $10 protection. Yeah, holy fuck, man. $962 Canadian for the stand, the mic, and that little Euphoria. Motherfucker. This, I don't understand why the stand is $260. What other mic stands are... What the fuck is the stand? $300 on the Canadian site. It's not $50 more for me. What the fuck is the Amazon one so expensive though? Like here's another one that's sponsored. Microphone arm Akio. Looks pretty decent. And it's $60 versus $300 fucking dollars. It has a little channel for the wires too, although it has little green logos on it. The Rode. I was looking at that same one instead of the professional one, and that one's actually a much more reasonable price. But like I said, the biggest thing for me last time, that one I could get for $140 Canadian, which is a lot more reasonable. It looks like the professional one just has sleeves to go over it, but otherwise it looks like it's the same fucking thing. So the thing that worries me, is that only has the two hinges at the base where it connects, and then that one at the high point, which means I'm not going to have much flexibility of where I want to position the microphone. And because of the way my desk, like my whole desk is fucking covered right now. 1 second. Let me take a picture. 1 second. Let me make sure I don't have any bills or anything with my fucking address visible. Let me give this a quick tidy and hide some shit. Oh, god damn it. I just knocked over my external hard drive. That made a loud fucking slam. Has all our family photos on it, too. Why the fuck are these in here? Oh, that's right. I was going to use these for the other thing. What's up? I had a don't go UM2, choose something else if not going with the minute. Why do you say that? Kind of like the one I just sent you just now. Let's see. That is literally the one I was just looking at, Dragor. And it is a super reasonable price. And I like that because it's low profile and it hinges this way, right? And it has different tiers. And then the last little one, like that was the one I was looking at, and it looks like a super good price. My only concern is like, what is the maximum weight capacity of it? I'm not a fan of the green on it though. Suitable for Blue Yeti, Snowball, Ice, HyperX, Quadcast, Solocast, Elgato. I don't understand why it wouldn't work with other microphones though. How your eyes can be... Oh, my Sage? That's a Sage thing. That's the eyes of the wise. Okay, 1 second. Let me show you a picture of my setup, chat. And why I got to be cautious about what I pick. I had to vacuum my desk a little bit. Why does that picture look a little grainy? Save image. So that's my setup, right? So as you can see, like this is a really big desk, but I can't really have an arm. I can't really have an arm that like attaches back here because it's going to bump into the monitors, and I don't want it in the way of the monitors. So I do want something that is like lower profile that I could attach back here that would come out in a straight line parallel with the desk, and then I could like have it like almost zigzag or something, right? Like that arm I was just looking at, the one that you also linked me. Something that could go under the monitors, that doesn't have to go over the monitors. I also don't want the microphone or the stand to be in front of my monitors either. So, because that was one thing I hated about my old one, is it had to attach like that, and it felt like every time I wanted to look at my side monitor, I had to look around the arm. So, yeah. And I think that's the thing that pissed me off the most. Was like, I got this shitty fucking microphone arm. The Go XLR. Microphone stand thread size 1/4 inch, 3/8 of an inch, and 5/8 of an inch. It doesn't say what size thread the SM7B uses to attach. I can't find it. Or maybe I'll just Google it. He's comes with the 5/8 27 thread mounted standard configuration. It also includes a 3/8 adapter. Okay, perfect. So it would actually work with that mic stand then. It looks like that mic stand goes with either, anyways, with the 5/8 or the 3/8. So the microphone takes them both, or has them both, and so does the stand. And yeah, I mean, 500 reviews, 4.5 stars. It's not one of those things that has a 5-star review, but three votes, right? 3 whatever. That saves me $250 fucking dollars on the goddamn, or $200 on the mic stand. Okay, now we're back down to $762 Canadian. So why, Kate? Why do you insist so diligently on not getting the UM2 Euphoria? Is there a reason why? Yo, what is this? $130 Canadian for that 202 or 204. Let me take a look at my local Best Buy. See what they have there. Headphones, speaker, audio. Shit, what would this be under? Oh, home theaters. Wait, these are just like... Oh, I don't think they have anything like what I'm looking for. They just have like for like stereo systems. Long McQuaid. That's a good price though, 130 bucks. That's basically the same price. One second. Okay, what is maybe there's a little music store in town that sells equipment like that. Mixers, here we go. Holy shit, they got some giant fucking mixers. Goddamn. They don't have anything fucking tiny. Why do they only have these giant things? Yeah, that seems like a really good price. Take a look at the stat gain per level, Keg. It'll make sense once you look at that. Okay, so now the biggest thing, I need to take a look at some videos of that mic arm. I just want to see what people's thoughts on it. Lots of good reviews for, oh no, that's the official website. Let's find somebody else. Yeah, the DB with the built-in preamp. I mean, if I get a mixer that has enough amp in it to amplify it without the preamp, I mean, I'd rather go the cheaper option. I just thought the preamp would allow me to avoid the mixer and then just get an inline converter to USB. But I mean, maybe that's something I should consider. Maybe just spending a little bit more on a mixer that has a built-in amp to it. Like a powered mixer, I guess, would have the amp, right? And then I don't need to get the DB. I could just get the B. Because if I just get the B, it's $150 cheaper. So if I have to spend $50 more getting a better mixer with a built-in amp, the DB will always be cheaper than the mixer route, but it's looking like I'm going to need that anyways, right? That's what we're fucking looking at. That was our whole previous conversation. Did I fucking close that tab? Oh, no, there it is. Oh, I have two tabs open, that's why. This Behringer audio interface, right? That's exactly what this thing is, isn't it? A mixer? Or a part amp? Yeah, design preamp with 48 volt phantom power. That doesn't really say how many decibels. Unless there's a direct correlation between the voltage and the decibels. Oh shit, wrong character. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Kate. If I end up getting this Behringer thing anyways, and it can sufficiently amplify the microphone, then what do I need to buy the DB for? I might as well just buy the B then, right? Well, it doesn't say you need 60. But obviously they say it's optimal with 60. I can't imagine if the preamp is only 28, I can't imagine that I don't know. But is XLR, that's the whole point of, oh my God, this is why it's annoying when people hop in late. That's the whole point of this. What we were talking about originally before you started linking your shit was the way for me to plug in the microphone to something and have it convert to USB, something with a USB output that plugs into the PC. That was literally the whole purpose. Does this thing you link me not have that? Trying to see if there's a picture of the back of it. Oh, this has the other USB output. Which, I mean, I could just get a converter USB to USB-C, or actually, I'm pretty sure, I can't remember what the name of that USB is. Yeah, Cabell, thanks for contributing. I don't know if you're aware, but your jokes are falling short. It's like I need to use my camera. Can barely see the back of my PC. I think that's like USB-A or something like that. Oh no, I don't have one of those. So I'd have to have like a USB-A to USB-C or USB fucking whatever. Oh, that's type B. That's what it is. B. USB type B. And it comes with it. Where does it show? I'm looking at that website here. It's the description specs. Why can't I find how much? Guess I'll just have to Google it. Wait. The Behringer Euphoria UMC 204 HD features a gain range of +10 to +60. Wait, that's fucking perfect. I wouldn't need to get the DB, the SM7 DB. I could just get the SM7B and save $150. I don't need the preamp if that thing is amplifying it sufficiently. Yeah, just talking microphones and stuff. It's not. It's garbage. Wait, what are you talking about, Nikatsu? What's garbage? Feel like we keep starting this conversation over every single time somebody fucking new jumps in. I'm gonna stop talking about it on stream. It feels like we got to start back at square one. And I got to explain like where we've gone and where we're at now. I'm going to do more research off stream. Give me a little project to look at tonight while we don't. I mean, we do, but I looked at the one of the like two in my city, and they didn't seem to have anything like that. They had like some really big mixers and stuff like that, but I don't need anything that like as massive as they have. It had like 200 fucking dials on it, and it was $1,000. I can't imagine they wouldn't have anything smaller for like your average everyday user, not like a fucking professional DJ or anything like that, right? Yeah, it just, my original thought was to get the SM7DB with the preamp. Sorry, 1 second. Oh, fuck. My original thought was to get the SM7DB with the preamp. Since I wasn't going to use a mixer, I was just going to use an inline converter to USB and just plug it directly into the PC. Because I know the SM7B by itself wouldn't be enough. Apparently, the SM7DB with the preamp only gives 27 decibels of gain, where apparently you want 60. So, for one, why even sell it with the preamp if you're going to end up needing something else anyways? And now I'm thinking, if I'm getting something else, well, I might as well just get something that could do the full 60 itself and just not get the preamp. Doesn't make sense to get the preamp and a mixer. Or a audio interface that can amplify it anyways by the full 60, right? If I have something along the line anyways that can do that. So that's why I'm like, yeah, don't bother getting the DB. The preamp built in isn't enough. I'm spending $150 extra for nothing. And I could take that $150 that I'd be spending on the one with the preamp, just get the normal SM7B and take that extra $150 and just put that into a better actual mixer. So now I'm thinking I just get the SM7B And then I get this Euphoria UMC 204, which can apparently do up to 60 decibels of gain anyways, which would be everything I need, assuming that I need it. You know, maybe you could get away with less. But then I also have something that could be used for other things in the future too. Audio Technica 2020 USB. Cheap and decent. Well, what's that? Let me see. Do you have a link to that? I like Audio Technica. I mean, those are my headphones. Or is that a microphone? Isn't the AT 2020 just a microphone? Oh, it is.
Is that the end? Let's go!
Yo, what is up, C-Zane? How you doing? You had a long ass stream, man. I was watching you race around a little bit. Yo, catch you later. Yo, wait, actually, C-Zane, quickly before you go. You have the SM7B, right? What do you use to give yourself a little bit more gain? The Go XL, XLOR or XLR? XLR? Okay, I thought it was XLR. I thought that was a typo. Cause yeah, I'm thinking of finally pulling the trigger on it. Holy shit, that motherfucker's expensive. Is that the TC Helicon Go XLR? It's like $600 fucking dollars. The software is no longer updating. Gotcha. Yeah, well, I don't. Yeah, probably not a good idea to get that then. I don't want something that doesn't have any support. Okay. Okay, cool. I was just curious. I remember you saying you had that microphone. Oh, shut up, phone. My phone's fucking listening to me right now. That's the Wild Millennial Ginseng, Desert Punk. Wait, there's no way those are sitting. I fucking have an order up right now. Don't I have an order up? No, I don't. What the fuck? Did I order one at one point and it's sitting in my storage? Holy, look at these motherfuckers. 10 bill? Oh, the breath XP. What's that good for? Yeah, if only there was a tooltip in front of us. If only there was a fucking tooltip in front of us. Oh, that's gonna set me back on the day. Fuck you, phone. Stop listening to me. Like, shut up. I ain't trying to talk to you. Yeah, stockpile that shit. I usually try to keep a year worth. Oh, maybe I need one more. If you can't see the value in it, then it probably doesn't matter to you. Save your silver. Calm down, I still haven't bought one. Can you even afford one, Kel? Oh wait, you've been doing lots of AOS. You're probably rich. Yeah, that's weird. I could have swore I had an order up. Oh, the order probably came down because they probably increased the max price of that just recently, right? When they just adjusted prices of other things? Was that included? Or no? Has that always been 10 bill? I can't fucking remember. Because if I'm not mistaken, that thing used to be like 5 bill. It was increased? Ah, that makes sense. Let's do a little math, a little mathy math. $90 times 24. Oh, let's divide. 90 times 24. 2160. 10 bill divided by 2160 is 4.5 million silver an hour. Pretty cheap. Yeah, if I'm going to end up getting a mixer audio interface that's going to be able to boost the decibels, it's going to have like a built-in amp into it, then there's no point me getting the SM7DB with the built-in preamp. Seems completely redundant at that point. I'm just kind of throwing money away. And yeah, that Audio Technica AT2020, that was another one I was looking at in the past too. That motherfucker is way cheaper too. Wait, where's my Canadian website at? Oh my god, what? It's the same price on the Canadian website. So in other words, it's like 40% fucking cheaper. It's like $120 on the Canadian website. Jesus Christ, the mixer would be more expensive than the AT2020. The thing is, though, is I want something good because my daughter does singing competitively as well. So, like, I don't necessarily want to compromise on this thing either. I'm trying to find that perfect balancing point where I'm going to be happy with it. I'm willing to spend a little bit more, but I don't want to fucking break the wallet. Man, the Audio-Technica one is so much cheaper, though. I'm looking at saving $400 just on that. That's the type of savings I fucking love to see. You run the AT2040. I'm assuming the 2040 is a step up. Oh, it's only like 20 bucks more. So why? Dynamic? What does that mean that it's dynamic? Is it gonna do backflips and shit? Oh, Suck Guardian PV? Oh, it's fantastic. This is a price point where I'd order that shit today. If it's under 500 bucks, I don't mind ordering it today. If it's getting close to $1,000, that's something I want to think about a lot more. I go pulling the trigger on that shit. Is that what the dynamic means, Nakutsu? Let me see. Oh, great. As soon as I want to go AFK for a second, some fucking guy loads in. Go Logitech headset. Yo, I got this motherfucker right here. I'm trying to get away from the headset. I want something too where maybe I can get away with using a speaker setup. So something that I can do like directional recording, right? Where it'll do its best not to pick up anything from the back of the microphone. Or you could set it, right? And not have it pick up my game sounds or my music coming through my speakers. Because the last thing you guys want to do is be hearing an echo on that shit. Better at rejecting background. The AT2040 is better at that? Oh, damn. Why am I all of a sudden so excited about this fucking AT2040? It sounded like way better. So what if, okay, what if though, like from my setup point of view, it's starting to sound like the AT2040 is better. But what if, like, my daughter does singing, right? And what if we wanted to start recording shit that she's singing? Am I gonna prefer the SM7B for that? Because this fucking price is looking too nice. $140 versus $500. I could end up having this whole setup for $350 between that 204, the Behringer 204, the Audio Technica 8, or I guess I don't need to say Audio Technica, AT2040. I guess the AT stands for Audio Technica, but the AT2040, that Behringer 204. And then the mic arm, that's like $350. That's a price. That's a fucking very suitable price. And I think that mixer also has a headphone output too, right? Let me go back and see. Yeah, right there for headphones. Wait, did I say microphone? I meant headphones. The thing is, I got little desktop speakers on the PC over there that I want to try before I order anything, like, because I want to get rid of having headphones on. I'm getting annoyed with headphones on my head. It's uncomfortable having them on all day. Ideally, these are my three options. Ideally, I think setting up speakers. And if the microphone can isolate my voice from the speakers really well, then fantastic. That's probably the ideal situation. Something I don't have to put in my ears. The second option is getting wired in-ear headphones. Because the biggest thing for me is I don't want to have wireless in-ear headphones that have any type of delay. The delay drives me fucking crazy. It would have to be under a 10 millisecond delay. And that basically rules out anything Bluetooth. That means I got to go either wired or find something with a proper wireless setup that has a receiver. Or I guess transmitter, I guess it would be for headphones. No, I've had SteelSeries headphones. Trust me, I want to get away from that. Don't recommend headphones to me, please. I love these fucking headphones, but I just don't want to be wearing headphones anymore. So don't recommend other fucking headphones to me. I don't want headphones anymore. I would want to get rid of them so goddamn bad. And then, yeah, that's another thing too, is if I get something wireless, it has to have at least like a 10-hour battery life on it of constant usage. I don't want to be midstream and all of a sudden they fucking die on me. We'll need a 2.4 megahertz headset or headphones, yeah, or earbuds. Like I said, ideally, I want to just get away with the speakers. I want a microphone and a setup that will isolate the speakers from everything else. And I could have the speakers playing behind him and not have it coming through the mic. Wait, is that today? Okay. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, Enlave. I don't know why. For some reason, I thought Thursday. But no, today works out perfectly, too. I like how you knew exactly what I was talking about when I said, is that today? I think Bicep has dead speakers from 1998, probably. I wonder what kind of microphone he's using. Because his microphone, the fact that he has speakers on, I never hear his music. Well, I mean, I obviously hear his music playing through his stream. Also, that little thing you sent me, well, I guess that I sent you first, you made modifications, sent it back. Is that for session 0 or is that for session 1? You got the Elgato Wave, is that the microphone? Okay. Young Kid setup? Well, I'm not crazy about how his microphone sounds. It doesn't sound bad, but I feel like it could sound better. Yeah, you know, I'm getting more and more set on the 2040. I'm going to listen to a bunch of reviews tonight, people singing into it and see what they're able to do with it. Yeah, I mean, it's super easy to do a lot of post-processing to remove background noise and stuff like that. I'm just curious music-wise how that's going to sound. Because it's that software is used to try to isolate noise from voices, right? But obviously when it comes to music, there's voices in music, right? So is it going to pick up the music? But I am starting to lean more towards the 2040 now, the AT2040. And I really like the price on that one mixer too, that Behringer one, the 204. If I could order that for 130 bucks as well, fuck man. Like I said, between that and then the arm, I'd like cut the price of the setup by under half. I'll just have to listen to what various people do with it, with the microphone. before I pull the trigger on it. But yeah, like I said, first when I get it, I am going to test it out with those speakers, see how it sounds, if it starts picking up the speakers, or if any like post-processing I have to do makes everything sound kind of muddy because of the speakers. Then I'm going to go to replacing my... I wanna use either something wired or something proper wireless, not Bluetooth, you know? Now you're miserable? You had to mow the lawn? So, what do you think of the AT2040 microphone, Dragor? I'm starting to lean more towards that. It's a lot more affordable, and it seems to be quite good. This is the hole we went down, Dragor, is if I'm going to end up needing to get an audio interface or mixer that can put out the 60 decibels anyways, then I don't need the SM7DB. It doesn't make sense to spend an extra $150 on the microphone with the built-in preamp if I'm getting something that's going to be able to amplify by 60 decibels anyways. I might as well take that extra $150 and put it into the mixer, right? And then after we came to that conclusion, the AT2020 was mentioned, and the 2040, which is super affordable. Instead of spending $500 fucking on a microphone, I'd be spending $140. Which, man, that's a good fucking price. All of a sudden, the cost of the whole setup went from being like $800, $750 before tax to being $350 before tax. The AT2040, Audio-Technica 2040. You get the 2020 over the 2040? How come? Isn't the 2040 just an upgrade? What makes the 2020 preferable? Because it's only $30 more for the 2040, so if the 2040 is just better, I'm not worried about spending an extra 30. One is dynamic, one is condenser. Oh, see, like you're now you're speaking in tongues. I don't understand the difference between the two. I know you mentioned something about phantom power with dynamic or whatever. Dynamic mics are rugged, handle loud volumes, and reject background noise, making them ideal for untreated rooms, live stages, and podcasts. Condenser mics capture more detail and a higher frequency, making them top choice for quiet studio spaces. Wait. It sounds like the 2040 is the opposite of what you just said. It sounds like the 2040 is for untreated rooms. Yeah, like I'm considering using speakers. I mean, I'm not hard set on the speakers, but if I could get away with using speakers instead of having to put anything in my ears or on my ears, that's even better. I think the biggest thing for me then is I got to listen to comparisons singing into it, right? Because if my daughter, for any reason, right, because she does singing, if she does decide to start recording music here at the house, like how much am I sacrificing by going with the 2040? I think you have it backwards, Jangles. Everybody else is saying the complete opposite. Apparently the condenser is the one that's going to be more prone to picking up random noises throughout the room, where the dynamic won't. I think you have it backwards, unless everybody else is wrong, or maybe I'm just misunderstanding everybody. So, the TLDR, if I want better voice quality, but it will be more subjected to environmental noise, then go the condenser. If I am willing to sacrifice a little bit of voice quality, but I want to isolate environment noise, then go with the dynamic. That's what I'm understanding from this. So now the real question is, how much audio quality would I be sacrificing going with the dynamic? I almost need to hear them both in action in a non-optimized environment. I mean, that is a very valid point, Kate. I could get the 2040 for me now, and because it's so much cheaper, if I ever decide that, hey, you know what, this doesn't sound quite right, I could just have both microphones. One for her and one for me. What'd you send me? Let's see. Okay. Oh, Kate linked the same video? Okay, perfect. Ooh, solid metal, nice. I hate plastic shit. I don't know about you guys. Built-in pop filter, nice. Oh, the 2020 doesn't have a pop filter. I didn't know you could do that with headphones, turn them into a microphone. That's kind of funny. Yeah. This guy doing this test right now in this video too, like I'm looking at his room and it looks a very similar setup to mine. Just a very basic room, some shelves, desk, walls, like there's no There's no sound dampening foam or anything on the walls, so this feels like it's going to be a lot more similar to my setup if he does the live test in it. Maybe I just order both. Maybe I order both, set them up, and just return the one I don't like. Is that a shitty thing to do to Amazon? I feel dirty doing that. Doing what? Ordering both the 2020 and the 2040, testing them both out in my situation, and seeing which one I like more. Nah, there's people that order anvils and return them for fun. See, I think that's a terrible analogy, because that'd be like, well, there's people out there who, you know, commit more, well, not that I'm saying that this is a crime, but you know, you can't, I don't know, I just don't feel like you can use an example of somebody doing something worse to justify doing something that's less worse. You think Amazon can handle the monetary loss? See, but that's the thing, is as a business owner, I understand what shrink is, and I know that eventually that gets passed on to the consumer. As more and more people get in the habit of doing that, the company isn't going to take the loss. They're going to adjust their prices in the future to account for that loss. So what's going to end up happening is we all just end up paying more for products in the future to accommodate these fucking losers who do that shit. If they accept returns because you're unsatisfied with an item, then it's acceptable. But that's the thing, is I'd be ordering two already pre-knowing I'm returning one. just an example. The other day I went grocery shopping, and you know the little basket, the part of the cart where your kid could sit if you have a little kid? Well, I had eggs in there. And when I was emptying my cart and paying for everything, I forgot to put the eggs in there. Or on the thing, and I didn't end up paying for the eggs. I got out to my vehicle, I was unloading my cart, and I saw the eggs there, and I was like, oh shit. I walked back inside to pay them the $3 for the fucking eggs. Because I understand whether, sure, I could leave and be like, ha ha ha, I didn't pay for it. But I know in the long run, as that shit happens more and more often, you end up paying for it anyways. Businesses will adjust their prices to accommodate for shrink. What in the hillbilly area is $3 eggs? Well, it's not $3 an egg, it's $3 for a carton of eggs. But yeah, shit's expensive. Oh, you pay more? Holy. I remember when I could get a carton of eggs for $2. Dynamic pricing? I mean, it's kind of hard to tell if it's dynamic. Everything's going up anyways.
They are eating the cats. They are eating the dogs.
Listen to how good my mic sounds.
I do agree, by the way, Dragor. I do think the AT2020 sounds better. But I am just, I feel like it is almost certain that if I go with the AT2020, the speaker option is off the table.
I suggest you spend $100K on student loans to stream.
If you get speakers, you can't avoid the sound then? That's a good fucking point. You gotta get your own chickens? If I lived in a more rural location, I'd get chickens. Studio monitors? What are those? Do you have a link to them? Oh, those are speakers. need anything like that. I know. Those are pretty nice looking speakers, Jangles. Ooh, Canadian link too. Ooh, another full origin. Hell yeah. That's something that's important to me too, Kate, is I don't want something where I always have to be 3 inches from the mic, because I shift around in my chair and I don't want to have to adjust the mic every 2 fucking seconds. I understand I'm gonna have to adjust it more in general, but yeah, if the 20, if it seems pretty clear that if I go with the 2020, I mean, NVIDIA Broadcast is really good at removing sounds and shit like that. Like, I could literally have my wife behind me vacuuming and doing a variety of things. I could be clapping and shit. And it's really good at removing that audio. My biggest concern, though, is with music, right? Music has voices in it. So if the microphone's picking up the speakers and the speakers have music playing through it, which has voices, is it going to be able to tell the difference between me singing and the song, you know? You use Discord voice isolation and it removes everything from the 2020? Even music, though, too? Because, yeah, I'm not worried about removing random noises. That's easy. There's great software out for doing that. Yeah. I think using the speakers is just wishful thinking. And then I think if I'm not going to use speakers, then I go with the AT2020. Okay, so next thing then. Let's pretend we're going down this road. I'm going with the AT2020. I'm no longer going speakers. But now I need to, I want to get little earbuds, right? Because I'm obviously trying to get rid of away from headphones. This whole conversation's redundant if I end up getting headphones. I might as well just stay with what I'm using now because this sounds great. So if I decide to swap to something in my ears, Bluetooth's off the table because I don't want the delay. So what's a good wireless option that has, I mean, obviously anything wireless is going to have some delay, but I want it like a sub 10 millisecond delay, right? So what kind of options do I have for wireless? And what kind of prices am I looking at? Because I know if I'm willing to go wired, I could probably get something pretty solid for pretty cheap. I mean, the IEMs I have a low latency mode in them, but maybe it's something I need to fuck around with. I could have swore that there was some like finagling I used to do when I was using the other mic that would get rid of all of the delay. But I can't remember what that was. But they have a low latency mode built in, and they use that, what is it, like aptX codec or something that's really good for low latency across Bluetooth. I'm worried if I start fucking around with it right now, I could fuck with my stream. Well, it's not the dent, it's it just sitting on my head too. Where did I put them? There they are, right? I got these guys here. 1 second. I'll swap to them. I'll have to put the microphone around my neck though. Oh, I better turn off the Bluetooth on my phone. It's going to try to connect. Ah, fuck, it already did. Okay. Turn that off. Why is one connected but the other one isn't? There we go.
God, I wish I had a microphone in the shape of your hands around my neck, Daddy.
I mean, this doesn't sound too bad. I really like these. Fuck, got this wire wrapped around me. Oh, they slayed a lol. No. These things have nice boost on them too, or nice bass. Like I like these IEMs. What do I call them? IEHs? In-ear headphones? Just call them earbuds, okay. I just don't understand. They go in your ear and they're used to monitor music. What's the problem with calling them IEMs? I still don't understand the beef. To me, it sounds like you're getting upset that some people call a potato, or a potato, or tomato, tomato. Hey, good morning, Velky. How you doing? I need to turn the hear through on these though, because there isn't a difference. Drake Origin's gaslighting. That's what it feels like. It's like calling a pear an apple. I don't think that's true. It doesn't feel like there's any delay right now. Like, this is all lining up the exact same way. Maybe I just use these. The nice thing is these things have 8 hours of battery life. I could pause the music right from these too. Well, of course I can. I could do that with my phone. Why wouldn't I be able to do that on the PC? Wait, where'd the music go? Wait, it let me pause the music, but didn't let me press play? The fuck? 1 second, maybe if I have it connected to my phone and the computer at once. Let's see. No, it's still not working. Oh, there we go. Now I have the hear through on. Oh, it must have a shitty little microphone for the hear through because I can hear my PC fans like crazy. You have no music? You should now. I had it paused for a minute there. These have noise canceling, yes. Yeah. Well, that's part of it, right, Nebra? Why I want to get away from the headphones, because it's also cooler. It's more comfortable. I also don't have, like... Although it doesn't bother me so much, right? If you wear glasses with headphones, sometimes, depending on your glasses and your ear getting pressed into it, it could be uncomfortable. Use those and fuck the mic arm? No, because I don't want this sitting around my neck. I feel like I'm wearing a turtleneck. These are wireless, yeah. The nice thing is they have 8 hours of battery mic. They have 8 hours of battery life, and the case is a little battery pack as well. So when you put them in there, actually you can see the lights are on as soon as I open it. It shows that this is full. So I can put these in there and it'll charge them as well. So not only do I get 8 hours of usage, 16 hours if I want to use one ear, right? But I get another, I think there's like another 16 hours of charge in there. So it's really good when you're on the go. Those ones are Audio Technica as well. They have newer ones than these ones. These are the Audio Technica ATCKs. Just give me a second. Maybe it says on the bottom. It doesn't. Fucking text is so small. Yeah, CKS 50 TWs. ATH CKS 50 TW. I'll just put it right in chat for you guys. I had to buy a USB dongle. I didn't bother using, whatever you do, do not use the built-in Bluetooth on your motherboard. It is so shit. Go to Best Buy, and I'm gonna lose audio here. Get one of these little guys, just like a little Asus one. They're fucking cheap to add the Bluetooth to it. And then I have it in my little headphone stand here, right close to me. I'm gonna have no audio for a second. waiting for it to kick back in. You have to make sure you plug in the antenna. Okay, maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to dig out the antenna. I can't remember if this motherboard came with an antenna. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to manually reconnect them. Okay, sound, hello? I think it's defaulting to my headphones. Headphones connected. Yeah, it is. Wait. Why is it not showing it connected here? Sorry, guys. I know you can't hear anything right now. Just give me a second. Oh, you guys don't even hear game sounds right now, do you? Sorry, I'm not dying to mobs for you, Potato. You can wait. You can sit there alone with your thoughts right now. I know it terrifies you. Okay, 1 second. Let me get this fixed now. Wait, it says it's using these headphones. Bing. Yeah. Get the music rolling. There we go. Yeah, I didn't notice any delay with these. So I don't know why I was hearing such a delay the other day. Maybe it was the combination of the two things. I don't know. I think I'm going to go with the AT2020, you guys. I think I'm going to go with the AT2020s. I think I'm going to get that ARM. Maybe I'll order that. With the AT2020s, I still need that mixer too, right? Yeah. So I think I get that Behringer mixer. I get the AT2020s. I get that ARM. It needs that phantom power. So what exactly is phantom power? Explain that to me. Here, actually, I'm going to grab a quick snack because I'm about to get into a call in about 30 minutes here. I think this is... For those of you who don't know, we're going to be doing a basically session 0 of the TT RPG. So you guys are going to be in on the call, and this is going to be where we make our characters. I'll be back.
Oh my god, it is. $28 for cookies, 4 bags. That is $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you are an idiot, but if you are a broke boy, just say so.
Okay, I'm back. Phantom power is a method of sending direct current electrical power through a standard microphone XLR cable. Typically supplied at 48 volts, it allows audio equipment like mixers and audio interfaces to power active electronics and polarized elements inside condenser microphones without needing a separate power cable. Okay. That now makes sense to me. The hell? Why is this plant lighting up? Does it want to get smoked? I don't get it. Oh, it's a camera angle thing. You'll need a good balanced XLR cable. Wouldn't the microphone I'm getting come with one? I wonder. Maybe that's why it's cheaper. Because it doesn't come with a cable. That would explain why it's so cheap. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, this one doesn't come with an XLR cable. It comes with a channel for the cables. I want to see if there's anywhere in town where I could buy this same Behringer thing. Because I have a feeling from this place I'm going to have to pay for shipping. Yeah, the freight for this order must be calculated.
Armin, do you think this guy Zeth will ever PvP again? Boy.
I don't know, Blue. I think they would have to make his class Giga busted again. That's the only way he will hit Q.
True, that must be why he rolled you in the Urbel tournament.
Oh shit. Only $5 shipping. That's not bad at all. I was worried it was going to all of a sudden jump up in price because they're going to charge me an arm and a leg to ship it. Okay, let's see. Just type music stores and my city name. Okay, no, they don't have it.
Long and McQuaid.
Okay, time to check the last one. Wait, why is this not working? Here we go. No, they don't have it there either. So it looks like it is something I'm gonna have to order. The fuck? Shut up. I'm not a robot. Oh, you're gonna make me pick these crosswalks. Get that shit out of there. Okay, view order summary. Might as well order this thing, because this thing looks like it's going to be exactly what I need no matter which microphone I end up grabbing. Ooh, I can pay with my PayPal. I don't even have to go upstairs and get my credit card. I could have Canada Post ship it for free. I think I'll spend the extra $5 and have it come pure later. I think I'll do PayPal.